Hey everybody. About a few years back or so, I posted a video about AOL charging users for dial-up they don't use. And AOL has a reputation of, not telling, their long-time customers, especially the elderly customers, that you don't need to pay for the service to access your email. Because, many people have switched from dial-up to like DSL or cable internet, better connections besides dial-up, and a lot of people seem to have a misconception that that the email is what you're paying for, so they never cut it off. They're still paying out, $10, $15, $25, $30 a month for dial-up ISP that they're not even using. Anyways, we have this statement here. This is from my grandmother. She had AOL since 1999, and she lived in a rural area that didn't have access to DSL or anything else until, 2007, 2008, one of those years. I think she switched to DSL probably in 2011. I don't know for sure. But anyways, it's like this. AOL is a company that still has, I think, like 2 million or so subscribers. I'll have to look that number for sure. Either 2 million or 2 billion, I don't know for sure. Probably 2 million subscribers to their dial-up service. And I guarantee you that at least half of them, or 75% of them, are elderly who do not realize either A, that the email is free, it doesn't cost, or number two, they only realize that it's being taken, that they're still paying for it because it's being automatically drafted from their credit card. This here is a latter. Reason. Basically, I asked my grandmother several times in the past, you're not still paying for AOL, are you? Because your email service does not cost. Matter of fact, I personally still have an AOL email address that's up since I was a kid. I just haven't logged into it for many years. It's still there, but no, it doesn't cost anything. AOL has, they have a reputation of misinforming their customers in that way they can still make money, even though dial-up is a thing of the past. Even though there are some areas in the United States that where dial-up is still your only option. So, anyways, it's very unfortunate. My grandmother, she passed away back in October, and of course her credit cards and everything got turned off. Well, little did we know that AOS, or America Online Sucks, was still drafting monthly payments from her credit card. She hasn't been on dial-up since like 2011. She hasn't had a dial-up connection since then. And it's unfortunate, for the past about 2 years or so, she rarely ever got on a computer. I mean, for the most part, her computer was tucked away in storage. She never even had it connected. But here we have AOS still drafting $20-something a month from her credit card. She never knew about it because she told me that okay, I'm not paying for AOL, but she didn't know that. She didn't know she was paying for AOL. I want you to have a look at this. This statement was dated, let's see, I don't know if it has a date or not, but we received it back in December. Yeah, okay, there's the top. December 23rd. And it said that she owed $73.98. Yeah, $74. For what? Dial-up? Really? Dial-up? She never used the service. I mean, it's been, now, early 2016, it's been, 5 years since she dialed into AOL. Because if you access AOL through a broadband connection, you don't have to pay anything. You can use the crappy AOL software and still have to pay anything for it. No, it doesn't cost anything if you're using a broadband connection. But you must act and change it to a free account. Because AOL, no, they're not going to tell you that, because they don't want you to cut their service off. They want you to keep paying. And this is what angers me. I want you to look at this deceptive letter. It says, "Dear so-and-so, your scheduled payment cannot be processed. We are unable to process payment for your past due account. We need your help to remedy the situation now. Simply go online to updatemybill.aol.com to update the payment method we have for you. If you prefer, call member services at 1-855-272-4927. Please contact us now to avoid back charges, service interruption, and the loss of many other benefits of AOL membership." Here's a good one. Why do you need AOL? Here's the answer. It's a service you want when you want it. Okay. And you can customize it to suit your own specific needs. Think about it. You regularly depend on AOL for communication, information, and enhanced security. Okay. AOL's virus, spam, pop-up, and spyware protection enable you to use the internet with increased safety. Yeah, right. The latest news and weather are at your fingertips when you want them. You also have exclusive access to the hottest music, entertainment, games, and sports. And don't forget to customize kid-friendly content. That's a lot to lose if your service is suspended. Please let us hear from you. Further delays should be avoided. Payment is due now. Thank you, member services. Okay, let me go and explain a few things right now. It's funny. It says, why do you need AOL? Here's the answer. It's a service you want when you want it, and you can customize it to suit your own specific needs. You know something? There's many things out there you can do it with for free, such as the Google Chrome browser. You can set that up to display, whatever you like. You can add your favorite add-ons. You can set a certain page to open or whatnot. As a matter of fact, you can log into AOL.com for free and still access the AOL news, sports, and all this stuff. You don't have to pay for that. No, you don't have to pay for it. And it's so she did not depend on AOL for communication, information, and enhanced security. No, she barely ever used the service, for the past several years. And here's one thing that really, really floors me: AOL's virus, spam, pop-up, and spyware protection. Oh yeah, really? Where's that at? The crappy AOL software that slows your computer down? Yeah, that? Really? I consider AOL's software virus itself. It slows your computer down tremendously. Trust me, I know. The software is designed around a dial-up kind of use. If you dig into AOL software, you'll see numerous things about, by default it wants to dial into a connection or whatnot. That's just one thing about it. But this stuff they like to, I don't know how to put it. They like to scare you into thinking that your computer is screwed and you need them to fix it for you. Yeah, that's not going to happen. This virus, spam, pop-up, and spyware protection. Think of it this way: you have an antivirus on your computer, right? Well, that gives you that gives you virus protection by itself. Okay, most web browsers nowadays, like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, have built-in pop-up blockers. It's not like this is an exclusive AOL feature. Come on, seriously? No, that's not an AOL exclusive feature. Spyware protection, that could be your antivirus as well. And let's say if your computer does get infected, you could use something like Malwarebytes to remove these kinds of infections. It's not like AOL is something you would depend on for that. Seriously. They are being so freaking deceptive here. Here's another thing that floors me here. You also have exclusive access to the hottest music, entertainment, games, and sports. Really? That sounds so much like 1997. It's not 1997 anymore. It's 2016. All this is available on the internet for free. As long as you have a connection, there you go. You have access to it. It's not like AOL has anything exclusive here. I'm sorry, it's not the 90s anymore. Time has changed. I'm seriously. This has. I just can't put it into words. Now, one thing I do have to give props to AOL for is, I called in and explained to them, My grandmother has passed. I like to have this account closed, and they closed it without asking any major questions, and they took this past due balance away, so we owe nothing. But it still floors me that they were debiting, $20, $30 a month from her credit card without her ever knowing. And I did mention this to the lady, and she was like, "Well, you could have assisted her with changing over to a free." Well, something. That's how you take advantage of people, AOL. AOL is a company that apparently, most of their earnings are off the backs of old people. And I mean, it floors me that they're taking advantage of the elderly. It burns me up. If anybody, don't take advantage of our seniors. That is just wrong. What kind of heartless company would do something like that? Just don't know what to say here. AOL, you suck dearly, is all I can say. It shouldn't, your abbreviation AOL shouldn't be AOL. It should be AOS or AOSD. America Online sucks dearly. So, anyways, enough of that rant. So, if you have any family members who have an AOL account, have them check their credit card statement, because AOL, they're a company that's known to keep billing after they supposedly convert the account to a free account. Now this may have happened. This seriously may have happened sometime back when. They may have, she may have actually, said, okay, please convert this to a free account, because I think I do remember her doing something like that. But AOL, AOS, they just kept charging her. She has not dialed into the service in probably at least 4 to 5 years. Just think about that money that got wasted. What she could have used that on. What she could have spent it on. So many other things out there that she could have spent that money on. Things that were actually worthwhile, not paying for a service that was no longer being used. And it wasn't her fault. She didn't know. I just don't know what to say. AOL, come on now. You gotta do better than this. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.